My name is Alicia Jane Kuhn, and I am a yoga teacher, and I am also a mentor for those who are on their spiritual journey. So I give guidance and support for meditation, manifestation, energy healing, sound healing. In fact, if you have a look behind me, I have my beautiful crystal singing bowls here this evening. So we will start with 20 to 30 minutes of Yin Yoga postures. So if you haven't done Yin before, it's basically gentle stretching. We hold the poses for a few minutes, and then we will do a guided meditation with my crystal singing bowls at the end. You will need a couple of pillows, so just for some support in our postures. And you might like to have a blanket as well. So for our end meditation, you'll be nice and warm and comfy and cozy. If you are injured or have pain at all during any of the session, just come out of the pose and you can just lay down and find a comfortable position. Even if you spend the whole session just laying down and focusing on your breathing, that will be beneficial. So if any of the postures are painful, then just, come down to a lying position. If you are pregnant, it's not recommended to start a yoga practice when you're pregnant, unless it's a specific prenatal course. But if you are a regular at Yin Yoga and you are pregnant, then I will have some options for you tonight, although I think most of it will be fine for you this evening. So let's get started. So find yourself a comfortable seated position to begin with. You may like to sit on your pillow, and we're just going to take a few breaths together. So just closing down your eyes when you're ready. Have a nice long, tall spine. And we're going to start with just a little check-in. A check-in to see how our body is feeling today. So scanning through your feet and your legs, noticing how they're feeling today. Scanning through the hips, your lower back, your stomach area. Noticing how your chest and your shoulders are feeling today. Your arms, your hands. And bringing your awareness up to your neck, your jaw and your face. Just noticing if you're holding any tension in this area. I know I hold a lot of tension in my shoulders. And from here, just noticing what's going on up in your mind today. So, is your mind feeling calm and clear? Or perhaps there's still quite a few thoughts racing around up there from the day. And that's okay. We're just noticing how we're feeling right now. Asking yourself, how am I feeling emotionally? So how are you feeling right now? Are you okay? And then finally, we're going to bring our awareness to our breath. So just notice if you're breathing in through your nose or your mouth. Notice if the breath is going up into your head, into your shoulders, or perhaps down into your ribs and stomach. Just noticing what your breath is doing today. And now I'd like you to start taking a few deeper breaths in. So guiding the breath and imagining that it goes all the way down, filling up your stomach, then your ribs and your chest. And on every exhale, softening the muscles of the face, the neck and the shoulders. And continuing with a few deeper breaths. Really allowing the body to relax on the exhale. And then coming back just to a natural, normal breath. And taking 3 more breaths in. And then we're going to move into our first posture. So our first pose is going to be our butterfly. So the soles of the feet are together and the knees are falling out towards the floor. Now if your back is leaning back this way, then you can place a pillow just under your tailbone to help you keep your pelvis tilting forwards. If you need to place pillows under your knees for support as well, then you may. And then it will simply be rounding and folding forwards. So the chin will come down towards your chest and you will totally relax the upper body and the arms. If you're pregnant, keep the lower back long to come forwards. But otherwise, for the rest of us, let's get that nice rounded spine. So you feel a nice stretch up through the back, over the neck and spine. You'll also feel a gentle stretch of the inside thighs. And if you can, place your palms facing upwards so the arms and the hands can totally relax. The head is heavy and falling down towards the floor. So in our Yin Yoga practice, we hold the poses for a few minutes. This allows the muscles to soften. And then we also get deeper into the joints, the connective tissues and the fascia. So we get deep into those areas that don't often get a lot of love and attention. And so as long as there's no pain, it's okay to have quite a strong stretch and sensation. But as long as there's no pain, then we are simply relaxing into our pose. You may like to focus your attention on your breath, flowing in and out. You may also like to focus your attention on the sensations in your body. So perhaps the gentle stretch of the inside thighs, or perhaps the stretch you're feeling up through your back, spine and neck. And as we did in the beginning, just soften and relax on every exhale. Feeling gravity gently pull you down towards the floor. Be holding this pose for 3 more breaths. So count 3 nice long deep breaths. be placing our hands on the floor and slowly rolling back up. We'll be removing any pillows and we'll be coming down into our rebound position. So in our rebound position, our legs are long along the mat and we just lay down flat. Arms are down beside us, palms facing up. And we close down our eyes and totally sink and relax into the floor. So our rebound pose happens between each posture, and it is a chance for our body to come back into balance after the previous pose. It's a chance to recover from the stretching, and you may feel your body coming back to center, back into alignment. As we take 3 more breaths. Now moving slowly and gently, you're going to roll over onto one side and you're going to push your way up into our next pose, which is going to be our sleeping swan. So we're going to come onto our hands and knees and we're going to be stepping the right knee forwards first, in between our hands. So in this pose, it can be quite intense pose, so we want to have lots of support. If your right hip is not touching the floor, then place a pillow or 2 underneath that hip. Okay. If you are experiencing any pain in the front knee, then you may like to come right over onto this right hip. So you're taking the pressure off this right knee. Now, if it's comfortable for you, have the back leg long behind you. Otherwise, you can place a pillow or a blanket under this knee, or you may even like to bend it. So both legs will be bent at 90 degrees in more of, this is called a deer shape. So, but if it is comfortable for you, then lengthen that leg. We're going to turn our body and our hips towards our right knee, and then we're going to come down into our sleeping swan. So just coming forwards as far as comfortable for you. And maybe a small amount, or you may be able to come all the way down onto your elbows. And once again, just relaxing the head forwards. So the chin will come down towards your chest. Now here you may be feeling a nice stretch through the front of the left hip, and you should definitely be feeling it through the outside of the right hip and glute area. You may also feel it across the back and up over the neck. And so this pose can get quite intense. So as long as there's no pain, you're going to breathe your way through this. Every time you notice your mind wanders off, thinking about your day or what you're going to have for dinner, then just gently bring your mind back to either noticing the sensations in your body or to following your breath in and out. Remembering that if you feel pain at all, just gently come out of your posture down into your rebound. And so just scan through the body and see if you can relax even further. Can you relax your legs more? Can you relax your hips and lower back just a little more? Can you relax through your shoulders and your neck? And just noticing that breath flow down, all the way down into your stomach. Noticing your stomach expand and contract on every inhale and exhale. And we're going to take 3 more breaths here, counting those breaths long and deep. And then placing your hands on the floor and gently pushing yourself up. Removing any pillows you have, just place them over to the side. Moving super slowly and gently down into your rebound. So your legs are long on the mat. And then lying down, palms facing up. And totally surrendering to the floor. So I'd like you to notice the difference between your right side and your left side. Notice how they feel after you've come out of this pose. What types of sensations can you feel in your body? Do you feel tingling? Maybe pulsing? Perhaps you feel heat in certain areas of your body. And just noticing, keeping your awareness with your breath and in your body. And then counting 3 more breaths here. Nice long deep breaths before we gently roll over onto one side and make our way up into our second side of our sleeping swan. So this time we will be coming up onto our hands and knees, and then we will be stepping the left knee forwards this time. So remembering to place a pillow if you need under your left hip so you can sit down onto that. You can place a pillow or blanket under your back knee as well if you need, making sure there's no pain in the front knee. And then once you've found a comfortable position for your legs, you can, if you like, walk your hands forwards into your sleeping swan. You're also welcome to stay up if you like. Feeling a nice stretch through the front of the right hip. Also feeling the left outer hip, the glutes, the thigh. And then if you have come forwards into your sleeping swan, just relaxing the arms and shoulders and also relaxing the head down chin down towards your chest. And so, once you've found your pose, just accepting that you'll be here for a couple of minutes. Remembering to soften and relax on every exhale. And just catching your mind if your thoughts start to wander off. Our aim is to stay present in this moment with our breath and with our body. So if you notice your mind start to think about other things, like how long is she going to make us hold this pose for? Just gently bring your awareness back. And perhaps notice how this side feels compared to the other side. Is this side more challenging? Or perhaps it feels easier on this side. Noticing what your breath is doing. Is it still nice and calm and even? Noticing if you're breathing into your chest or down into your stomach. And then we're just going to take 3 more breaths here. Placing your hands on the floor to help you press your body up. Gently and slowly moving. You may like to use your hands and arms to help you. Back into our rebound position. So, laying flat on our backs. Totally softening and surrendering to the floor. Feeling supported by the floor. And just noticing those sensations once again as your body comes back into balance after that pose. Feeling your body heavy on the floor. Just totally relaxing and releasing any tension, any stress from your body or your mind. Just see it melt down into the floor, out of your body and down into the floor. And just taking 3 more breaths. We're going to stay on our backs for our final pose. So we're going to be coming into a happy baby pose. So bending the legs up. Our knees are going to come in towards our chest. So holding onto your knees or shins or under your thighs, this might be enough for you. Otherwise, we're going to bring our feet close together and reach our hands to hold on to our feet. So this is option number 2 for our happy baby. If this is comfortable for you, you can stay here. Otherwise, if you'd like to go a little bit more of a stretch, hold on to the outsides of the feet and extend the legs up so it's like your feet are standing on the ceiling. Now, in your happy baby, make sure your tailbone and your hips are down on the floor. So in any of the poses that you've chosen, whether that's holding onto the knees, the feet, or all the way up into your full happy baby. Keep that tailbone flat on the floor. And then you want to gently just pull those knees down towards the earth. Relaxing the neck and shoulders. So make sure your neck and shoulders aren't up in this position. You want the head resting on either the floor or a pillow. And in this pose, we'll be feeling a stretch through the inside of the thighs into the hips, a compression in the front of the hips, and feeling the back of your spine, your shoulders, and your head really heavy on the floor. So we're getting a really nice compression through the fronts of the hips before we stretch out for our final meditation. So guide the breath down into the hip area. And on every exhale, try to soften just a little further. Notice where you feel this the most. Perhaps your glutes, your lower back, maybe your inside thighs. And a little check-in with your mind, checking that it hasn't wandered off again. And it's okay if it has. Just gently bringing it back to the sensations in your body, or to following that breath in and out. Really noticing how your body is feeling now compared to the beginning of the session. Perhaps you can feel that your nervous system has calmed down. Perhaps your breath or your mind is a little more still. And we'll just be taking 3 more breaths here in our happy baby. And then if you're up in your full happy baby, just bringing the feet down first. Using your hands to bring those knees together. You might like to give your knees a little squeeze into your chest. And then gently and slowly we'll be making our way down into our final Shavasana, so our final resting pose, you may like to put your pillow underneath the back of your knees. As you lengthen the legs out long, the arms will be down by your sides, palms facing up, and the head flat on your mat or the ground. And if you have your blanket with you, or if you'd like to place something over you, then feel free to do so. And just make yourself nice and comfortable, feeling the back of your head, the back of your shoulders, the backs of your hips, the backs of your legs, and your heels, heavy and relaxing into the floor. So if your eyes are not already closed, then close them down. Allowing the sounds of the crystal bowls to wash over you, and through every cell of your body, as you feel the sound over the top of your head, relaxing down over your forehead, your eyelids, down through your cheeks, lips and jaw, just softening and relaxing. Feeling that wave of relaxation flow down through your neck and your shoulders, relaxing down the tops of your arms into your elbows, your forearms and your wrists. Relaxing the backs of your hands, the palms of your hands, and relaxing all the way down to the tips of each of your fingers. Feeling that wave of relaxation melt down your chest and your ribs, all the way down your upper back, your middle back, your lower back. softening through the hips and the thighs, down through the tops of your legs, down to your knees. Relaxing your ankles, the tops of your feet, your heels, and all the way down to the tips of each one of your toes. Your whole body totally relaxed. Now feel your body heavy, heavy, heavy down into the mat, heavy, 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 so heavy you can't move a muscle. And now feel your body light. Lighter and lighter, as light as a feather, so light that it could lift up, up, up and off the ground and float up into the sky. Feeling your body floating back down, 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 back down onto the floor, feeling the back of your body pressing into the floor, the back of your head, your shoulders, the backs of your arms, and your hips, the backs of your legs and your heels, feeling your whole body back on the ground. And just starting to take a few deeper breaths in. Really filling up your stomach, your ribs and your chest. Starting to wake your body up from the inside with a few deep breaths. And just starting to wiggle your fingers and your toes. You may like to circle your wrists and your ankles. And then just gently rolling over onto one side for a few breaths. And in your own time, we're going to make our way back up into our comfortable seated position. Just for a final little check-in. If you can't move from your laying down position, you are also welcome to do it from laying down. And so, with your eyes closed, just scanning through the body once again, like we did in the beginning. Noticing how your legs and feet are feeling now. Noticing your hips, your stomach, up through your back and chest. Feeling your arms, the muscles of your neck, your face, your head. And just checking in with your mind once again. Perhaps you've created a little more stillness and calm in your mind. And asking yourself, how are you feeling now? Is that different than when you began? So for me, the difference between the start and the end of a Yin Yoga class was incredible to help me calm my nervous system, still my mind, which was my main motivation for wanting to give this gift to other people as well. So as we bring our hands together at our heart center, just thank yourself for giving yourself this time. This time for your body and your mind to just have a little rest from everything that's going on at the moment. And I thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. And I would love to hear how that went for you, how you found that. So you can comment below, or you can reach out to me on Facebook if you have any questions, or you'd just like to say hello, then please do. If you have enjoyed this class, then feel free to invite your friends to the next one, or to share this video as well with your friends and your family. I hope you have a really wonderful evening and that you're feeling a little more calm and relaxed. I hope you can take this feeling into your evening and into the rest of the week with you. Have a wonderful evening and I'll see you soon.